I'm here with Pete Davis, who's a third-year law student at Harvard Law School. Today we're going to talk about public service at the law school and his book, Our Bicentennial Crisis. So first off, can you explain the impetus of your campaign for greater public service support at HLS?
HLS has a mission statement. It's to educate leaders who contribute to the advancement of justice and the well-being of society. And so, I believe in institutional integrity to the mission statement, and I think Harvard, we should always be pushing anyone in part of the Harvard community to better live up to our missions. And I started looking into the mission of the law school and how we were doing at it, and I found that for every one person that was taking their Harvard legal education and going to serve in organizations predominantly designed to serve the public interest, to advance the legal interests of the public, 4 were going into organizations designed to advance the legal interests of the most wealthy and powerful people in this country. And, I didn't think that was good enough. I think we need many more people coming out of Harvard Law School and serving the interests of the many.
Why are you pushing for it now, and how is this campaign that you're bringing to light different than these previous pushes for the law school? I'm
really glad you brought up the history, because one of my favorite facts that I've unearthed through this research was that in 1990, 6% of people went into public interest. There was a huge kerfuffle around supporting public interest careers in the class of 1990, 1991. That kerfuffle, student action, faculty action, alumni action, led to, by 20 years later from that, about 20 years later, we have 20% of people going into the public interest. So we've gone from 6 to 18 to 20 or so. That's tripling in 20 years. And so, if it worked then, why can't it work now? Why can't we triple it again? And that's my challenge to Dean Manning.
And it's been about 6 months since you published your book.
Yeah.
What significant changes have occurred at Harvard Law School since then, and what is there left to happen?
It's going to come down to the faculty and the administration deciding to support this. If they want to do what status quo administrations and faculties do, which is wait out the students, they're like, thank gosh, the dude who wrote the book's gone, then nothing will change, and we won't respond to the crisis of our time, and we will no longer be relevant as a school to the majority of Americans. But if they want to respond to this call from the students to live up to the spirit of their mission, amazing things can happen.
Is this discrepancy in students who choose private versus public interest careers, is that due to more institutional issues, or is it part of the student culture?
There's a lot of factors that come into it. One is we need a change in missions. So admissions is currently, I think, overvaluing what some might call narrow analytical intelligence, and I think they're undervaluing civic and moral intelligence when admitting people into Harvard Law School. I think we need to have admissions include in their criteria more substantially the idea of civic and moral commitment to the cause of equal justice under law. That's admissions. 2 is we need to change the culture. The culture is setting the default option of corporate interest law. I would like it to be that the default option is not corporate interest law, and it's truly a free choice. We got to change the culture and value civic commitment and moral commitment in the culture, and I think we have to change the curriculum. We need to break through into the 1L year and have a serious curriculum that is about advancing justice within the 1L year, so that we can you come to Harvard Law School and we show you what Harvard Law School is about right from the start. It's about justice.